Hey, what's good, y'all? What is good? Happy to be here again. Happy New Year. If you ain't seen me yet, it's C Will with the Passive Income Network, and we're gonna be diving into the crypto market bounce, Algorand news, and base blockchains growth analyzed. A lot of good stuff has been happening in the crypto scene. So I'm very happy to get with y'all on another live stream. As always, make sure that you tap in with some comments, like this episode, like this podcast show, watch some of my latest episodes, and subscribe. And a lot of y'all been sharing and tuning into videos. Appreciate that. As always, let's get this show on the road with some music as everyone starts to tune in. Let's get it. All the scenery, trees and greenery, cryptocurrency, stake my currency first to the research, deep dive feet first on the beat, berserk on the block we work. Grown man, big world, tiny man. Big bags, 100 grand rubber band. Life of blockchain never be the same. Verify the ownership, change the game. Transparency when I'm talking fame. Tokenizing our mind and our brain. When I step a pool, I get an LP. Impermanent loss won't affect me. Passive income, passive income, passive income. Gold in my dental, thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple. We getting all this money to purchase rentals and get passive income. A neighborhood hero who started from zero. Researching the crypto and teaching his people. Collecting some euro in Europe for crypto. Spending that dinero on chain with Circo. On chain money market, on folks where I park it. USDC for profit, crypto still popping. What's good, DHN Crypto? I appreciate you tapping in with the live stream. And I want to share this with everybody to make sure that y'all are sharing the videos. We got a whole bunch of new episodes that we have just dropped. We're currently on the bull market is back. The bull market is back. YouTube created this nice For You page, and I've been trying to make sure that we keep the fire on there so that way y'all can enjoy what's popping off. And then let me change a setting. Something is switched up for me that I need to add back on real quick. I like this one a lot better than this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot better. So again, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, it's definitely a pleasure to be back with y'all. So far, this year has started off a little bumpy. However, we're seeing that we're getting a bounce back. And that's the whole point of this episode, is to talk about the bounce back, talk about Algorand and all the updates that's happening and what's happening in the base ecosystem. So without further ado, let's get to it. So right now we are looking good. We're looking good, folks. We're looking real good. Crypto as a total is at $3.36 trillion. We got a whole bunch of trending coins that are popping off. We have the DEX screener list on here popping off. Bitcoin dominance went down just a little bit. Last time I covered it, it was at 58. It's at 57. And then the fear and greed at neutral. We were in a worse situation. So we have Bitcoin back above 96,000. Ethereum is at 3,200 again. Nice. XRP still in the third position. We got Tether, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin. USDC is definitely growing at a very fast rate, very positive. And then we got Cardano in a nice spot, Tron in the 10th spot. And then when we talk about hot narratives right now, I got this categories on Coin Market or CoinGecko listed. And right now, the smart contract, which is all of the layer ones, basically the Ethereums, the Solanas, the Cardanos, the XRPs, Stellariums, all that. Smart contracts in particular is the biggest sector essentially. And then they have the L1s, which I think they should be combined anyway. L1 smart contract. Bitcoin is technically an L1, but not a smart contract. So maybe that could be the reason. Then you got the proof of work chains, And then what's interesting is these portfolio coins. So let's go check out this first one. And Andreessen Horowitz' big portfolio has Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Avalanche, Sui, Uniswap, and Near as the top holders. And which that means is they making some major gains. Then that's what they have done. They have done really well. Kind of impressive, right? Kind of impressive. Um, and then the other thing I want to show y'all is in the last 7 days, we have the AI frameworks going in. Everything right now has been about AI, and I know y'all have noticed that. Let me make this a little smaller for y'all here. Hold on one second. Uh, let's get rid of this one. Yeah, so y'all can see a little bit better here. Um, how's that? Let me know how that is. All right, so the crypto AI frameworks, everything's about AI. So this one right here, I believe, is on Solana. A16Z did something crazy, hit a 1.5 billion market cap really fast. And then we got Phrase a FAI, which is on base, 500,000. AI Ring Complex, never heard of it. PAALAI, Swarms, Game, I know about Game, Pippin, Aura. So a lot of these build kind of blows my mind there. So a lot of these have popped up into the scene. And if you are trading any AIs, please let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this video later. This stuff is getting really interesting. What's happening with the AI at this point? It's like you damn near just put AI into the name, and then people are going to try to buy it. So the next one I want to check out, which I've been following kind of closely, is the World Liberty Financial portfolio with Donald Trump's company, World Liberty Financial. We know the Tron investor or Tron founder invested about 30 M's into it. So what they have in their portfolio, which is smart, I believe, having Ethereum, a lot of growth there still, but you got to have the big dogs, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So they got Ethereum, Chainlink, Aave. Now, Aave got competition. We'll talk about it. Ethena, Coinbase, BTC. So they got BTC and Ondo. And if you ain't seen it, go check out my latest video on Ondo, doing a more of a discovery type video to let y'all know what's been popping off. So let's have a talk real quick. My Moonwell went from $700 drop back to $900. What a recovery. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. So I made a video the other day, and what's good, Cat Entertainment? I made a video about a day or so ago, I think yesterday, titled Message to Algorand, Moonwell, and crypto investors, right? And it was about this market pullback that we were facing. So I broke down about how, for one, the stock market has been going through earnings season right now. The Biden administration dropped about an AI report about how they're going to deal with AI. That scares people. You got the CPI, you got the jobs report, then which is partially helping the stock market pull back, the dollar going up in value, the no interest rates happening, and we're waiting for the new administration. All of that is happening. Then that translates over to the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin spiked under 90,000 for the first time in a while, right? We got a scare in the market. People are dumping their meme coins, dumping the AI coins, they're dumping their altcoins. However, the message is this: it was remind yourself why you got into this game. Remind yourself what coins that you have been buying. Like Cat Entertainment just said, what's good, DH in crypto. But Cat Entertainment just said, my Moonwell went from $700 dropped back to $900 right now. What a recovery. So 700 to 900. So he had his Moonwell went down and then it went back up, right? So the recovery has been nice for these Algorands, the Moonwells, the Aerodromes coins I cover a lot. People like Ondo, we made a video for that, Cardano, XRP. I believe it's a shakeout. What was happening, we got Trump coming in on Monday, on Martin Luther King Day. Trump's coming in, big inauguration. When Trump won the the presidency on November 6th, the market shot up crazy. I'm foreseeing something similar happen. So what I did, I was purchased yesterday at the very bottom. I purchased more of the assets that I've been, watching, accumulating, and talking about. And I think that's the best thing you could have done in this last week or so. And some of these small caps like those AI coins, AIXBT, they up 50% and stuff like that. So a lot of things are recovering, and I think that's positive. I am buying Ondo after the token unlock. Or small entry made already. Yeah, people are loving Ondo. So I'm definitely paying attention to that. So I think now is the time to just purchase more. So what we're gonna do is take a deeper look at the Bitcoin chart. I put these lines in the video yesterday. We got a level of roughly 92,000, 82,000, and 72,000. These are about $10,000 drops that potentially could or may happen. And this is the spike that we've seen right here, uh, wick down to 89,000, right? That's a shakeout. We look at the smaller time frames, it looks like Bitcoin is holding the line at 91. And if we go even smaller to the 78-minute chart, come on, internet. My internet being slow for me right now. Okay. Um, you can see a better view that of the spike down to 89,000. And if we go all the way down to the 30-minute chart, close that up. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Why this thing refresh itself, um, we see that the line was held. There we go. The line was held really well on these smaller time frames, and that's what we want to see for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin leads the way, right? And I'm trying to zoom in and show y'all uh, what I see here. Okay, so this was it right here. So for roughly, let's see, 2 to about 8 hours worth of being under 90,000, got gobbled up. The last spike under 90,000 was January 9th. So it was kind of a little foresight. And then we had one in December 30th. But otherwise, in the 16th, so I was four spikes under 91,000. And then this is where the takeoff began on November 6th. So let's go back to the daily chart. So otherwise, we're looking real good. This is looking really strong. And for those who are into Ethereum, Ethereum, let me get rid of this one. This was a yield zone. Ethereum spikes down the same day under 3,000. And we want to see Ethereum over 3,000. However, it did recover. RSI is starting to point back up. Ethereum is holding the line at the 200 SMA. We want that to happen. That's the line in the sand between a bear and a bull on the daily. And then on the weekly, it still is riding the 200 SMA. Very positive. That's what we need. And then for the Algorand folks out here, this is the line we drew recently as well, 31 cent. The line has been held ever since it cracked it on November 28th with a wick down and a partial wick down there. But otherwise, Algorand's looking solid. Up, bouncing, bounces. It's down there a triple bottom, right? We can at least call this a double bottom. So we want to see that happen. And then for my aerodrome investors, this is the candle right here that saved the day, which is today. And you got the RSI pointing back up. Bounce off the 200, we'll say. And the last time it was off the 200 on the daily was September 25th. So otherwise, I think this is a solid recovery if it can close back above the 8 EMA. That's a shorter time frame. I think that is very positive. So good day today. And then for my Moonwell folks, I'm big bullish on Moonwell. Moonwell has also did a similar bounce. So today is a bounce and recovery day. So if you purchase in this last couple of days, especially last 2 days, that's looking real solid. Real solid. So let me know if y'all got any questions or anything about this. I'm bullish. Let's see. I'm seeing 165 to 185K as the top this cycle for Bitcoin. Alts will double their previous all-time highs. I agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree because anything can happen, and I see a lot more upside as well. Let me go back to the Bitcoin chart real quick. Bitcoin has been holding the line. You know, we had one little scare, as I just pointed out. But if we go to the weekly chart, Bitcoin is way above the 200 SMA, which is at 42,000. We ain't been at 42,000 since October 2023, essentially when the bull market has started. So we've been technically in a bull market for 462 days, and Bitcoin is up 242%. Did you supply well to the recent core launch lending market? Will be interesting to see the APY on that one. Yes, I did, sir. I definitely supplied. I'm supporting the ecosystem. I voted for it. I definitely did supply. And I believe once people start borrowing some well, we're going to get a nice APY there. And I imagine incentives will come. But yeah, I definitely supplied. Yep. I have around 1K in Arrow and well, almost 1K render too on the dips, not shaking out. Look at this crazy recovery. Render is solid. I love Aerodrome, I love Well, and I was in Render at some point as well. So I think Render is a solid one. That's definitely, I think, one of the winners on Solana. I would tap in with that. So good work, Cat Entertainment. Render is a good call. Yeah, facts. Let me see if I can pull up some Render for us. Yeah. Render is a solid one though. Honestly, let's see. I haven't checked out Render in a little while, but I like Render. Yeah, Render looking good. It's definitely looking good. Let me pull this up for y'all. So this is Render on the daily, but what I really like was the weekly. Yeah. So if this dip got gobbled up at any point, you're looking good. But Render's looking real solid on the weekly chart. That's a nice recovery. And then finding a bottom around there. So yeah, that's solid. Render looking good. Definitely looking good. So yeah, good call on Render. So to get some of this big news, we're gonna start with the Algorand news real quick. So I'm big on on-chain finance. Let me do this. That's how I like to do it. So I'm big on on-chain finance, and right now, Algorand has just, let me slide this out a little bit, make myself bigger. Algorand has just released updates on their debit card, and courtesy of Wallet and MasterCard coming soon to all users very soon. They say coming soon to all users very soon. That's kind of funny. But yeah. So they got a card where you can essentially spend your USDC right out of the Wallet using MasterCard, and that's with Apple Pay. So that's pretty dope. Something they've been working on. I know US users don't get the opportunity to do that, but we'll talk about where you can do that with later. And then we got John Woods saying engineering complete. Algorand will deploy version 4.0 tomorrow. That's on Wednesday. Consensus upgrade takes about a week. So staking rewards will go live about 6.5 days later. And that's after 90% of the stake votes for long enough. So what this means is consensus rewards are coming. My last live stream on Friday, we had Frugal BC on the show, and we was talking about the Algorand node kit. So if you're running a node for Algorand, let me know if you excited. I'm kind of excited though. It should be interesting. So I'm ready for it. Definitely ready for this one. And then when we hop over to the second part of this is the growth that we've seen on base. So let's see if we can watch this
is up
video
to
real
us.
quick and
2024
catch the alpha.
really good year.
All right, let me see if we can catch
2024
this
was a
alpha.
really, really good year.
Catch the alpha.
Base grew at an incredible rate, and we broke out as the number one L2 in the place that thousands and thousands of builders, millions and millions of people are choosing to make their home in the on-chain economy. But I also have some news, which is that we are still at the very beginning. It is still day one. And where we go from here is up to us. It is not a guarantee that this is going to bend up and to the right. In fact, when I look at 2025, I think that this is the year where execution matters most. If we execute poorly, we're going to stay flat. It's going to take a long time for us to accomplish our mission. But if we execute well, I fundamentally believe that this is the year we will bring the world on chain. All of us can bend the curve and accelerate that exponential growth of all of our friends, our families, our communities benefiting from this on-chain economy. And so I want to tell you in no uncertain words, 2025 is our year.
Okay. So great words by Jesse Pollock. He talking some big stuff. I appreciate that. And I agree. Base is on fire. Base is on fire. While Arrow on base is interesting. I like Velo's market cap supply and their support for L2s on the super chain like Sonium. Yeah, much respect. Velodrome is definitely doing its thing. And once it got listed on Binance, that thing went crazy. That thing went crazy. Yeah. So I think Velodrome also does have a bright future. So I agree with you. Good observation. All right. So back to the fire that's happening on base. Uniswap Labs was like, Base just became the second L2 ever cross 100 billion in swap volume on the Uniswap protocol. That's crazy. That's a lot of growth. A lot of growth. And then when we tap in with the Base ecosystem dashboard, so right here you got the monthly active users on Morpho's Base deployment went insane. And then Ethereum's deployment is a lot smaller, but Base went insane because Base is scalable. Users on Base have deposited 4 billion into applications on Base. That figure was 300 million 1 year ago. And you can see the takeoff of all of the assets on Base. That's crazy. I'm definitely banking on Base. You know, I love Algorand, and I'm definitely banking on Base. But here we go. Users on Base have deposited 4 billion in applications. I just showed you that one. Aerodrome continues to grow on Base. If y'all are checking the Aerodrome out at this top, that's a lot of trading volume. That's weekly, and then total value locked. And then Moonwell, my Moonwell bulls at Moonwell also looking like a great chart for continued growth over the last 365 days. Vicious, right? And then Uniswap grows, had a dip, but Uniswap's growing. And then Morpho, who Moonwell partners with, also growing. What could we say? And weekly fees for Base and competing L2s, Base is beating them all out. And then transactions per second on Base is going up. It's all looking good. So what do y'all think about that? He said, Ski Mask Dog is my meme Base play. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ski Mask is actually blows my mind low key. Ski been doing it. Ski has been definitely doing it. I'm impressed. If that thing dipped down real good, you're gonna see me with a ski mask on my next live stream real quick. If I can get my hands on that ski. All right. And then let's go over to Sanic in the building. What's up, y'all? What's good, Sanic? What's good? Appreciate you tapping in. So when we checking this one out, Moonwell is among the top fee generating protocols on base. So if we go here, Moonwell, the blue one, is generating something crazy, more than Aave most weeks, and more than Morpho most weeks. Moonwell's a moneymaker, and man, I'm telling you, once fee sharing happens, it's going to have that aerodrome effect. We want to see Moonwell hit $1 billion in TVL, excuse me, in market cap. So monthly fees generated by Moonwell, Aave, and Morpho on base. Right now, again, month after month, except that Aave did something crazy on there. Their biggest competitor is Aave. However, Moonwell is been given it a run for his money on fees generated and just usage the whole time. Overall, Moonwell is the number one on base and then number two in Ethereum as a whole. So it's looking really good. And big shout out to Morpho. So in January so far as well, Moonwell is the one. And then we have net deposits, Moonwell on Optimism, Moonwell on base. Moonwell on base definitely has more net deposits than Optimism, but Optimism is doing well too. And then no pun intended. And then active loans. So Moonwell looking fire. And I'm gonna go over this again too. And I got a drop to make for y'all tomorrow about Moonwell, or this maybe Thursday. But interest payments and liquidation fees, Moonwell is doing really good at that. That's for sure. December was crazy. I don't know what y'all was doing. Revenue is up, fees is up, earnings and token incentive, everything going up. Unique addresses, interacting with Moonwell contracts on a monthly basis. Went super crazy mid-June, took a spike. Now we headed back to the upside. And addresses, everything is good. That's why I love the blockchain. I love the blockchain. He says, whale is a sleeping giant. Facts. The ticker is well, DHN crypto. WELL. That's the ticker. And he says, I have some alien base too. Held up better than Arrow for me. Oh wow. Y'all tapping into any AI coins on base? Let me know. I grabbed one or two. I've been checking them out. Sometimes there's so many things to buy, man. You can't spread yourself too thin. I have a little bit of Flare network token. You think it's worth converting to Moonwell? Honestly, I remember I had a Flare airdrop, and that thing didn't do good for me anyway. I definitely got rid of it a while back. I haven't been super into Flare. However, I am bullish on meme or on Moonwell, so I can't even act like I'm not a super bullish on Moonwell. But Flare, let me look it up real quick. I haven't looked up Flare in a long time. I'm only gonna look it up in terms of chart wise. And then everybody make their own decision, but I don't like it. I'm not liking Flare's chart. I don't even see it on Twitter popping like that. The last month not looking good, but and I'm not like, the innovation for me hasn't been too, on my radar, to be honest. F assets, flares, okay. F assets. They said they bridging Doge to Songbird. I would have to research more, but I stopped watching Flare a while ago. So I like Moonwell though, to be honest, a little definitely better, to be honest. What do you say? Yeah, this one is new to me. Yeah. So let me show you something else before I get to the rest of these comments. What I like about Moonwell is when we talking about on-chain finance, Moonwell lets you deposit, earn, spend with your Moonwell card. So I got my Moonwell card on my phone. and then you can keep your card funded with the auto load. They got the topping up your card. The platform is a monster for USDC yields, the Euro C yields, borrowing, lending. It's the number two lending platform behind Aave. And people are really bullish on Moonwell. It just pulled back. So if you were to get in a Moonwell, I think the opportunity is now, because once it hits back over 6-7 cents, we're going to be heading back to 11 cents, which is like the all-time high. And then a lot of people are thinking it's going to go higher than that. And it did like a 10x last year from the bottom. Ended the year, I think, roughly under a 7x. So Moonwell price wise is in a position, I think, to buy. And then when you just, like I said, if you go to the Moonwell platform, the platform is where everybody's doing the borrowing and lending. And then you can earn some solid yields. They got a collaboration with Morpho Blue. The markets is fire. They just added Well to the markets. So now it will be able to borrow and lend as well. So that creates more pressure there. So I appreciate Moonwell big time. And that thing doing something good for on-chain finance in the future of crypto. Let's see. Crow says, Crow by Virtuals is my risky small bet. I have a small amount up over 50% from dip. Damn. I probably should have got some more AI coins and stuff during this dip. I got Moonwell and Arrow though. But yeah, Crow. I seen Crow on Twitter. I got you, man. Thanks for the input. Most definitely. But again, with Flare, make your own decision. Because I'm not too hip to Flare anymore. I'm super hip in the Algorand and base ecosystems. But again, y'all, as we slowly start to close out, if you got any comments right now, anything I should be checking out, put on my radar, please let me know. Again, we talked about the bull market is not over. Crypto market bounce, Algorand news, and base blockchains growth analyzed. And I believe base will eventually become the number one blockchain by usage, metrics, and everything, which then puts Aerodrome and Moonwell in an even better position. And then with the whole creator economy, on-chain finance, you got something that is hella amazing. Okay. Something that's amazing. And I want to put this on y'all radar as well for some of y'all if y'all ain't seen it. So right here on Pods, if you get a Coinbase wallet, you can collect my podcast episodes and they go straight to your Coinbase wallet as a podcast player. And right now, my most recent one, if you want to learn more about Moonwell, DHN Crypto, or anyone else, this would be the interview to listen to, get all the alpha, get all of the things on there that will teach you about what's happening on Moonwell. So the episode Moonwell DeFi lending, borrowing, and Visa card innovation with Luke Youngblood. And again, you can collect this one directly in your wallet. I'm going to be dropping more podcasts on here. I got 2 more that I need to release on here. So would really appreciate it if y'all go over to Pods and collect this podcast episode, pods.media. And it's on my Twitter link right in my bio if you want to support what I drop on this platform. This is the type of stuff that they're doing on base. That's a game changer. Hi, C. My new meme coin on Algorand launch soon. I'll let you know the details. Sounds good, bruh. Sounds good. So again, I just bought some Moonwell. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So again, if y'all want to support the podcast, I think one of the best ways you could do it is by getting the podcast in your Coinbase wallet. My latest episode out, and I got 2 more that I'm about to drop that I think are fire episodes. Of course, you can always support, watch it on YouTube, most definitely, and I appreciate that as well. But just using the on-chain finance is where I'm trying to head for the future. So eventually, we cooking though. We cooking. But yeah, so I appreciate y'all. I'm about to head out into the next video or live stream. Appreciate all y'all support. Any comments, questions, suggestions, definitely leave that for me and I'll get back to you ASAP. My DMs are always open. I appreciate your channel and how you interact with your subs. Most definitely, bro. I'm always trying to make sure I get on everything so I don't miss. Again, to the next video, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See you while I'm out. Peace. Passive income. Gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.